Hello students, welcome to our revision class. Students, today we will be revising about types of forces alone. So in this types of forces, you will be having 3 topics to be covered. That is, the first part will be of the force, and the second one will be about the frictional force, and the third will be about your magnetic force. So these are the topics that we will be revising today. Are you ready, students? Now let us move on to our revision part. Students, as you all know, a force might be a push or pull of an object. Now, just watch this video and you can understand, and let us revise all the part again. Here, when we talk about force, we are talking about an object to be moved forward, or the object that you can see of stopping, or any forces that is given to a concerned object. We have seen the different effects of forces such as moving, stopping, speeding up, or slowing down an object, and changing the direction or the shape of the object. So what here you are doing is trying to push or pull the object. So this is called, yes, of course, it is forces. A force is a push or pull that is exerted to move things. So this is called, of course, it is, yes. So the next we will be discussing about friction. Before that, let me stop here and let us discuss what is contact force and non-contact force. Students, the activities like kicking a ball or pushing a cart requires us to touch the ball and a cart. A force that needs direct physical contact with the object it is applied upon is called contact force. That you know for sure. Am I right, students? Yes. That a physical contact that is applied to an object is called contact force. For example, there are 2 types of forces here, muscular force and frictional force. So, when we talk about muscular force, it is nothing about when we lift or carry or push something using our force, that is our human body's muscles force. This force that our bodies, like we are trying to push with the help of our strength and due to the actions of what? Can you tell me? Yes, actions of our muscles is called muscular force. So this will be a type of contact force, and the next will be frictional force. When we talk about frictional force, like when 2 surfaces are contacted each other, that is not directly by our thing, when 2 surfaces are contact with each other and are trying to slide against other, and this force is called as friction. When you try to rub your hand, both the hands, for some seconds, you can feel the warmth in your hand. This is because of the friction that you are creating between your palm. So the friction between the palm made the warmer. So the friction, what are you trying to do here? Yes, students, of course you are rubbing against it. So when 2 surfaces comes in contact with each other in such a way that they are rubbed or against one another is called frictional. So in a smooth surface you will have less friction, but when you move on to another surface, rough surface, the friction will be more. Okay, the friction will be greater in the rough surface. Now let me stop here and let us discuss the other force, non-contact force. So the non-contact forces are, example, when you throw something up, it always falls down. That you know for sure. That is the force called gravitational force. Can you get it? You have already learned this force of gravity. It is the force inside the earth that pulls everything towards it. Okay, so that is why we are able to walk on the surface, or else, for example, when there is zero gravity, you will be like floating on the surface. For example, will be the Mars surface or moon's surface. Okay, so that kind of force, that anything that pulls towards the earth, is called as gravitational force. Gravity acts on every object on earth. So irrespective to its size or weight, that doesn't matter here. Anything that goes up should come down. Okay, so another type of force here we will be having is a magnetic force. When you place a magnet near an iron object, or you might have seen this when you look at your fridge, your mother used to put some sticky notes on the fridge, right? Likewise, what she will use there? Yes, magnet. So this will do what? Attracts the object towards itself. That is not on all the surface, but only for the iron objects. Okay, the force used to attract the particles or touching against each other is known as magnetic force. Now let us conclude this and let us shorten and let us recap again. So here you are learning the types of forces. In the types of forces, you have two types of force. One is contact force and another one is non-contact force. Under the contact force, you will be having two forces. Since the contact force requires someone to push, or there will be a direct physical contact with the object, that is called as contact force. And for other non-contact force, there will be an external that you no need to have a direct physical contact of an object. Okay, so this is called as non-contact force. Can you get it? And in contact force, you have two types. One is your muscular force and another one is your frictional force. Under non-contact forces, you will have gravitational force and magnetic force. Now let us learn our frictional force in detail. So the topic that we are going to cover here is of frictional force. Okay, so under the frictional force, there are some factors that affects the frictional force. Okay, the first one will be the types of surface, as we discussed before, and next one will be the amount of the force between the surface. Okay, so these are the factors affecting the friction. Now let us see the video again. Now let us start again with the part of magnetic force. Yes, so as you know, when two surfaces comes in contact with each other, what is happening here? Friction is produced, and this is the way. Can you see how the hand is rubbing against each other? So yes, so when we talk about the types of surface, friction is if you have a smooth surface, there you will have less friction. If you have a rough surface, the friction there is greater. So that is the one of the factors affecting the friction. Okay, based on the types of force. Okay, so the next one, do you know, students, the boots with the spikes, no, they are using to climb in mountain ranges where it is heavy snowfall. This friction is very slight, less than the regular friction. Okay, so this will happens. And here you have the regular friction. So the friction that you have to get into a note is the amount of the force between the surface. Okay, how much amount you are giving to the force between each other. So this will be the part of your friction. One you have learned by the types of the surface, and another one is the amount of the force between the surface. Okay, how much amount you are giving. It depends upon the amount of the force. Okay, if for example, if you have a wheel cart and there you're going to try to buy something from the grocery shop, what you will do, if you have your cart as empty, it will be easy for you to push or pull or move forward. Okay, but if you have a cart which is full of objects, what happen? Yes, you will have heavier objects, and it creates more friction for you to push. Okay, the next part of the frictional force is effects of frictional force. And what are the effects here? There are two effects here that you are learning. Friction generates heat, that we saw in the video itself. When you try to rub your hands to each other, their warmth will be created. That warmth is an best example of friction. Okay, so if you are trying to use your slipper for a very long period of time, if you see the bottom of your shoes, you can see that it will be wear off. Because why? You are using your feet to move on a surface. It might be smooth surface or it might be a rough surface. There friction happens, and that causes a wear and tear of the shoe that you are using. So it doesn't apply for shoes alone. Anything, when you are holding up or when you are wearing a dress, you cannot wear the dress for a very long time, or you cannot reuse it. You know that it wears and tears. Okay, so that is the effect of the friction. Now let us move on to magnetic force. So here under magnetic force, you will be discussing about the two topics here. That is, one is the properties of the magnet and another one is the types of the magnet. Okay, so the properties of the magnet, as you know, magnets are made up of two poles. Now you see in this video, here you have North Pole and South Pole. So the like poles repel each other. That is, North Pole and North Pole will repel each other. The unlike poles will attract each other. Now you get it? Only a North Pole and South Pole will attract each other. So that is the three properties of the magnet. And the next one is, we are going to learn the types of magnet here. Now watch carefully about this magnet. This magnet is the example of horseshoe magnet. Okay, when you have a rectangle shaped bar, that will be the example of the bar magnet. So this is the types of forces that we have learned today, and it is really nice that you are coming along with me and your cooperation is really good. So that will be the point here. So thank you students for being with me. Now the last part of the thing is, we are going to discuss is the application of the magnetic force. Okay, so the applications are magnetic compass, that we are trying to find the North Pole and the South Pole of our Earth, and any other appliances. Yes, mostly every electronic appliances hold this magnetic force. And in medicine, you can see the MRI scan or CT scan, it is made up of magnetic. Okay, magnets inside it, huge magnets. And next one is electricity. Mostly all the electronic goods and electricity is the main example of magnetic force. Let me tell you something. You have when you move outside your streets, you can see some transformers there. Okay, if you see keenly, or if you try to watch it keenly, it is mostly made up of the magnets alone. Okay, based on the magnets only, your power can be converted from AC to DC, that is automatic to direct contact. Okay, so that will be your learning in a higher classes. And the next one is magnetic train. The magnetic train, you know, it is a very famous train that is supersonic, and it really goes very fast, like 750 kilometers per hour in China, that they are using the magnets to use this part. So students, these are the applications of magnetic force. Okay, so you might have a doubt why this magnet is used here and where it is used. So these are the examples of the magnetic force, and I'm really eager that you are coming along with me. So now shall we discuss what we have learned today? Yes, we learned three topics. The first topic is, yes, about good types of forces. There you learn contact force and non-contact force. Under the contact force, you learn muscular force and frictional force. Okay, under non-contact force you learned gravitational force and magnetic force. Okay, the next one is you learned about frictional force and what are the factors that affects the frictional force. And you also learned about, yes, magnetic force. There you learned two types here, the properties of magnet and the types of magnet also you learned. Okay, and the applications of the magnetic force you learned. So these are the things that you have learned today, and this will be your revision class. Student, think in your mind, I cannot come each and every sentence for you, but please come along with me and make an effective revision class. Okay, so thank you students.